Who was my inspiration to begin longboarding? I had a really big crush on this guy in high school who had a longboard, and so I thought, oh well, if I have a longboard then maybe he'll notice me, but that didn't happen. I ended up falling in love with longboarding instead, and I've been doing it ever since. My first longboard shape was a pintail. It was this one. I just went to the mall and bought that one at Zumiez. It was discounted because it had a big scratch on the bottom. I got the longboard, and after a few weeks I thought I was pretty good at it. I decided that I was gonna go down the hill behind my house, the hill that my dad had specifically told me not to ride down. Got the speed wobbles, crashed big time, and was still bleeding the next day at my high school graduation ceremony. As far as idols or people who inspire me, well, I mean, I inspire myself. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but okay, if I had to pick somebody who I really looked up to in longboarding, I would have to pick my boyfriend JC. I met him freshman year of college and we started dating, and he was a really good longboarder at the time, a lot better than me back then, and he taught me a lot about longboarding and about the sport, how to get up the courage to go down those really big hills. Even though we are a lot more evenly matched in skill level these days, I still look up to him as the person who truly taught me how to be a good longboarder and how to enjoy every moment of it. My advice to any new longboarders or skateboarders is you're going to fall down a lot. And it sucks a lot, but it's okay. And if you get back up and you get back on your board and you keep going, if you keep trying those tricks, if you keep bombing those hills, and you just keep at it, eventually you're going to get really good and you're never going to want to stop. But even when you are good, you're still gonna fall down, you're still gonna break your board and have scars on your knees and on your shoulders, and that's never gonna go away. But if you truly love the sport, it is so worth it. To me, every time I go out longboarding, it's a great experience, even if I fall down. But there are some moments in longboarding that I have had that have just been so incredibly amazing. One time, my boyfriend and I, JC, we were in Athens, Ohio, which has really good hills, and I will never forget this evening. It was fall evening, the air was crisp and cool, and the sun was starting to set, and we were going down Union Street. It faced west, so the sunset, warm yellow light was facing us, and the road had been freshly paved, so it was glassy smooth. Well, JC weighs a lot more than I do, so usually his weight carries him a lot faster than me down the hill. And usually he'll wait for me at the bottom of the hill to catch up, and this time was totally different. We pushed off at the same time, and we carved right to go down the hill. And as we carved, I carved behind him, a lot closer than I have before, and I start to draft off of him. I can feel his forward momentum pulling me with him. I can feel the air around me, and I'm going faster than I have before. And so then I just leaned down to go even faster to get right behind him, and we stayed right in line down the hill the entire time, carving back and forth. And then we get to the bottom of the hill. He turns around to wait for me, but I'm right there with him. And we both just smiled because it was the best longboard run. It was amazing. I love moments like that.